Okay, so I'm back, continuing my story of coming back from Las Vegas. Okay, so yeah, I came back from Las Vegas to a whole bunch of shadiness, drama, underhanded behavior. Let me turn the radio back on. Okay, and basically, yeah, I got tired of messing with my ex and stuff because I already knew just like he was like really just committed to this other girl. So I called my grandfather and I basically reconnected with my family. And that's not how it happened. What happened is somebody called my mom and said that they had me and my father kidnapped, and that if she didn't send $100, they were gonna kill us. She sent the money, y'all. I'm sorry. That's hilarious to me. She sent the money. But regardless, my sister called, talking about, oh, well, people, said they was gonna kidnap you and that you was kidnapped and that you was not safe, blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, like I don't want to talk to you. Like I don't care. Like why do you care if I'm kidnapped? And so yeah, I just basically laid it down like all this stuff. I'm like, listen, like you're a very evil person and you've done like a lot of wrong to me. And even in that moment, she was still denying it. She's trying to turn stuff back around on me. I'm like, bro, you act like you don't like me. You act like you don't like me. That's what narcissists do. They turn stuff around. So I should have known then that that situation wasn't gonna work out. But yeah, basically, I was just like, bro, I don't want to talk to you. Like, it doesn't matter that you thought I got kidnapped. It's whatever. So I talked to my grandfather, and of course, like I said, narcissist family. Just trying to, oh well, we don't understand why you don't come around, and what did he say? Oh, we love you, even though you don't love us. I don't love y'all. No, I just don't love getting beat up on like physically. I don't love getting beat up on emotionally and spiritually. That's what I don't like, and that's what y'all never understand. Is you think you have a right to abuse people just because they're your family members, but you don't. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hold my tongue for a little bit because at the end of the day, I need a place to stay. Like I need some help getting on my feet. Because really, was what the issue was my ex had gotten a whole bunch of cars in my name and never paid any taxes and never paid the insurance on them. So I had fees from insurance and taxes. In South Carolina, if you lapse with insurance, they will basically charge you like a $5 a day in that those fees in addition to all the cars that he got on my name. Those went up to $1,500. While I was in Las Vegas, he was lying to me saying he was going to pay the fees. His mother was lying saying she was going to pay the fees. She got paid a whole lawsuit because she fell through a floor. Didn't pay nothing, and I knew they wasn't going to, so I got my grandfather to help me pay half of it. And so eventually, so when I moved back in with my grandfather, I had got a job at Dave and Buster's and 7-Eleven. So between those two jobs, I only worked there for like 3 weeks apart, because I didn't have a job and someone had to drive me. I was still getting rides from my ex and my cousin and my grandfather at this point. But basically my ex, he ended up having his baby, and after that, like just like after I saw how the baby was, I hacked his Instagram and I found out a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, found out that he was talking to this the ex before me, the now baby mama, fiance, wife, whatever she is, as soon as I left. And he had lied to me, talk about some, there was a question of paternity. There was never no question of paternity. They had never broken up. So I basically found out that he was also showing attention to a whole bunch of other females, like a whole bunch of other exes. And I sent all the information to her. And so basically, he went on like a little hoe spree, talking shit about me, telling other people that I was doing this, that, and third, trying to get people to fight me like bitch niggas do. Um, but yeah, it was just a whole bunch of bullshit basically. And I was just like, I don't give a fuck. So I wrote a whole expose on our relationship. And yeah, I put that on my blog and like I just got a lot of traction. It was the most read article on my blog. It's not up there now anymore. I deleted it because when I wrote it, I was very, very angry. And even though everything that I said, and I mean every single thing, and I read him and his family for filth, and also the other guy who was in the third party who had me in the other situations. I just was very angry when I wrote all that. So eventually, I deleted it. But long story short, I saved up the money to get the license. My grandfather helped me, and I started working at Chili's in Camden. And so I was making a lot of money working there. And basically, my grandfather and his wife ended up moving, so I had to move back to a hotel right down the street from my job. And for 3 months, I was walking back and forth to the Chili's, going to work. And like I have full time availability. I did everything for this restaurant, everything. But unfortunately, that was a toxic work environment because the guy who is the manager of all the Chili's, he's a sexist and a racist. Now, mind you, he's dark skinned, but he one of them dark skinned niggas who favors white women. So, he been the manager of this Chili's like ever since I can remember, like a long time. And I'm sitting here wondering why it's always more white, servers in here. And it's because he has a vendetta for black women. And I realized that when I went there, like he was just basically talking a whole bunch of shit and just like, just going out his way to like press my buttons type shit, like just being nasty. But like I mean it was what it was, I was like, I'm not gonna be here forever, so I'll put up with it. So yeah, I was making a lot of money. Um, I did a tarot reading before my parents left, and it said that I had another situation coming with a dark haired man, basically involving me in a third party situation. There's going to be an ending. It turns out, like I said, the guy who had ghosted me before I went to Las Vegas, like I said, he basically ghosted me because he was in a relationship and he had gotten this girl pregnant. He started talking to me the month that he got her pregnant. He was talking to me the whole pregnancy and ghosted me. Like I said, as soon as I unblocked him when I was back in South Carolina, he was trying to link and we did. But I ended up staying in a hotel room next to his cousin. His cousin ended up telling me he had a child, but his cousin was lying for him. His cousin told me, A, that the child was a girl. Child wasn't a girl, the child was a boy. And he told me that he was in a relationship with that girl. Every single person in Canada knew he was in a relationship with that girl. And he sat there and told all these lies. And basically, he had this girl trying to fight me, and he had this girl had her friends trying to fight me and stuff. And so there's the guy who lived next door, like the cousin of the bum that I used to mess with, his girlfriend, she's huge. Like when I say she's about 5 people, like just fat for no reason. And I have nothing against fat people, but if you're a big person, you like to pick on younger people, you're fat. You're ugly, and you need some help spiritually and physically. So yeah, she was making up, like her kid was making up lies when she saw me talking to the guy outside, telling her mom that I was, talking about her. I said her name. The mom knocks on my door, talks to him, she'll slap the shit out of me, all sorts of bullshit. And I'm like, and I slammed the door right in her face. I was like, first of all, you sound dumb, like, you stupid. And then, I knocked on her door. I was like, first of all, like I didn't do anything. I don't even know your guy. First of all, I called the police on your guy because this guy, the the guy whose cousin I unfortunately was messing with, he had basically, like, he was threatening me. He had came to my door drunk one night because the big bitch had kicked him out. He was trying to come in my room and I was like, nah. So he did something, like he like busted my door, like he did something, like kicked the door, scared me out of my sleep. And so I called the police. And he had disappeared by this point. So that's why I told her, I was like, girl, I called the police on your man. But anyway, she's just sitting here going in on him, like assaulting him, saying he's gay on the low. Like, it's all sorts of stuff. She's just sitting there looking demented and stuff. But yeah, when I was there, I ended up linking with dude one time, the guy who I didn't know at the time had the baby. And then once his cousin told me he had the baby, I wrote the guy and I'm like, bro, you had a baby? The guy completely just stonewalled, just ghosted me, just stopped replying to me. So he didn't reply to me again until he wanted some ass again, of course. And in that situation, he hit his cousin up in October, trying to get the drop on me. So his cousin was like, okay, well, we can smoke this, that, and the third. And at the same time, this dude wrote me through a fake page because I had blocked him. I was I know you hate me, but unblock me, damn it. Like, this guy is really, really, really fucked up in the head type shit. So I just wanted to know exactly what the truth was. So, but him being him, like he's a manipulator. So he was like, well, if you let me come over there, I'll tell you the whole truth. Came over, was trying to fuck immediately. I'm like, nah, you need to tell me what the fuck is going on. So come to sit here and tell me a whole bunch of lies, like me and her, we were just messing around and then she got pregnant and I didn't know that it was mine, this, that, and the third. And he's like, okay, well, I don't understand why you're mad because you act like I was in a relationship. I'm like, bro, but you fucking hid this shit from me. You hid it from me, and you knew what that would do to me. You knew I was in a good state of mind, and you knew what that would do. Trying to act stupid and just sitting there, like, basically Ooh, he sexed me better than he has ever sexed me that night. And that's the last time we had sex too. Because he knew what he had did. Like you already know, like that's a 100% a boundary that you're not gonna cross with me. But at the end of the day, I let this dude play with me for years. So he thought he could just go have a family, and I was gonna be sitting here and still messing with him, and still listening to his lies. Once you keep that type of secret, oh no, you are done in my book. I don't care how good you sex me after that. And then basically, like I said, I'm getting to he told me who the girl was. I look on her page. Yeah, they was always in a relationship. Everybody knew they was in a relationship. All sorts of lies that he said basically came to the light in December. And it just sent me into a very, very bad space. And so, long story short, when I did my reading in Vegas and it said that everything was going to go bad and everything was going to be wrong, it has. The only thing that has really been okay has been my money. And it hasn't always been good, but at the end of the day, I've been able to make money, afford to stay in a hotel and whatever. Um, so, I mean, I've been able to take care of myself, but emotionally, it's been very taxing because literally every single one of these people who I disconnected from came back just to disturb my peace. When it came to my family and me staying with my grandfather, like him and his wife were basically emotionally and verbally, picking on me. Like, I was telling them about like publishing a book and it was like key. Oh well, you gotta sell the book, a key. Oh, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. It's just like, those of you know who bully adults or how bully adults operate, you know what I'm talking about. Just like little snide remarks. And it's like, you're old. You already live life. You're supposed to be supporting me. But at the end of the day, like when people aren't your parents and people aren't really for you, they do stuff like that. They go out of their way to tear you down for no reason. Like just no reason. And at the end of the day, it's like when you're a nice person, these fuck ass people who was born with black hearts, they think they can just sit here and say anything and everything to you to tear you down because they see that you don't need them. So they just be testing you. But long story short, I've been made aware that I don't have any real family here. As far as blood, that is done. Like mother, father, grandfather, sister, all these people have fucked me all the way over. So it is all the way done for y'all. I don't care about nothing that goes on in y'all lives. Y'all don't need to care about nothing that goes on in mine. Even though all y'all be stalking me because I recently went to tell my toxic aunt happy birthday, and while I'm trying to tell her happy birthday, I told her about my book. And she's talking about some, oh, well, is it about us? Because you used to sit here and talk a lot of shit about family. I'm like, talking shit. I used to tell people that y'all were toxic, y'all emotionally and physically and spiritually abuse me. And that's BS to you. So that's your problem. She was like, it is BS. I'm like, bitch, I'll never fucking tell you happy birthday again. And I'll never come up here again. That's exactly what I told her. Y'all, people done really got me fucked up this year, y'all. When I say I am done, I mean done. Nobody better come at me, talk about no reconciliation, nothing. Y'all showed me exactly what it was. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to serve the earth. I'm going to do my psychic readings. I'm going to be awesome all by myself because I'm capable of it and because you're not. You know? Like you have to. When people sitting here hating on you for no reason, like even when I wasn't nothing, people used to just sit here and hate on me. No reason. Like, cause I was never like a material or bad bitch. Like, like I was never like someone who was always getting my hair and my nails done. Never that. And people used to still hate on me. Now I'm talking about people, I'm talking about men, I'm talking about women. Like I've never met so many people who are so damn jealous and intimidated just because somebody can get by themselves. Like, why are you so weak? Why are you so weak that you're intimidated? Like maybe you should learn something and learn how to get by on yourself because there be these people who be in these cliques, y'all be unsuccessful. The whole clique be unsuccessful and hating on that one person who decided to step out on their own and do their own thing. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's poor looking. It's weak. People need to stop being ratchet and basically understand who you really are. Because having a ratchet soul, that doesn't do nothing for you but attract more ratchetry into your life. And that's exactly why I have so much good things going on in my life because I don't have a black heart. But basically, what these past 2 years have taught me is that everybody else does. So I have no reason to worry about anybody because people are really not worried about me. And if they are worried about me, they're worried about disturbing my peace. And I got something for that. Because you're never ever going to get over on me and you are never going to best me. I'm always going to get over the bullshit that you hand out and come out better. That's just who I am. I'm not you. I didn't go through a traumatic experience and let it turn me into an asshole. I'm not no weak ass bitch like you. I'm sorry to vent, y'all, and I'm sorry to rant, but honestly, like when you've been through life and you're picked out to be picked on, you get tired of the shit. And you get tired of people playing with you. So now you have a reason to level up. And that's exactly why I started my YouTube series because y'all about to see what I'm about. Period. I always show it. Like I'm in the mall, like asking people if they want readings. Like I'm really a hustler. I really got be out here in these streets asking people to buy my service. And that's why these dudes be mad because they don't have the guts. That's why these females be mad because they don't have the guts. I have a book. I published it. I'm a first generation college student. I'm a self-published author. But instead of being inspired, these punk bitches and these punk niggas, they be sitting here trying to bring me down. It's not gonna happen, boo. And you're about to find out. But anyways, that concludes my first two videos. Basically discussing all the stuff that went on um, after I went to Las Vegas. And right now where I'm at, listen, I've been doing the same shit. You feel me? Taking care of myself, making sure I can pay for my little room. You know, people sit here and they try to talk shit about me, but at the end of the day, I didn't come from no small ass country ass town. You know, my mom and my dad, they weren't there for me. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I can still survive, and I do it better than you people who have mommy and daddy, or just mommy, or just daddy, or even just like a support circle. I be holding myself down everywhere I go. Vegas, South Carolina, I hold myself down. You know why? Because I'm a good person. And my next moves, fully launching this online business. I am so about this psychic stuff. I'm so good at it. I am so good at helping people. Like, so whether you're going through a bad time or you suspect someone is being deceptive in your life, or you just need some, excuse me, guidance, I'm the person to come to because I have been through so much that I can look at these cards and tell what you're going through. Like, and based on my experience, I can give you advice on how you need to move. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about stepping into my power and helping humanity because I definitely walked out of heaven. You feel me? That's why my heart is so resilient because I didn't come from hell like a lot of y'all. I'm heaven sent for real, and I'm here to help people who want to be helped. So if you want help, you need to hit me up. I'm going to drop my Facebook, my Instagram, all that stuff. Get you a reading, okay? My mini readings are $10. Just $10. I'll tell you about what the universe has in store for you today. My life readings are $22. They tell you about 7 different areas of your life. So you have your home, yourself, your wishes, your friends, what you expect, what you don't expect, and what's sure to come. So that's basically 7 readings in one session. And so I'm basically, like I said, just trying to get my online business going. So I'm going to be making more YouTube videos. My YouTube videos are going to be based around like readings, talking about different lessons that I've learned. And I'm also about to get into fitness modeling because I love fitness. I love working out. One of the big things that helped me stay on top of my emotional health when I went to Las Vegas was going on a weight gain journey. So I went online and I put together a plan for basically exercises to help me gain weight and then also food. Because anybody who knows about fitness knows it's 80% diet, 20% exercise. So, like I said, I was going to the store every day, you know, doing the whole foods thing, because I also have endometriosis. Endometriosis is a form of infertility. So I have cysts on my ovaries, and supposedly I am not able to get pregnant. And it's also called polycystic ovary syndrome. And all these lead back to hormonal imbalance. And it just makes sense with my life that my hormones are imbalanced because it's like, I've never had functional relationships with men. I've always had terrible relationships with men, especially black men. I wasn't raised by my parents. So it's like I also have terrible relationships with black women. There's not a lot of black women that I can connect with and really, really call my friend. So like all that just incompatibility and just fending for myself and just not having a lot of people to depend on has led to this hormonal imbalance. And also, I've been imbalanced since I was young. If you read the story of my birth on my blog, you understand. Like, I mean, I had a very, very difficult birth, and I just know that I can be better. That's all I know. I know I can be better physically and mentally. So, like I said, I'm going to take the psychic readings fully virtual. My hotline is coming, my website is coming. This book that I released, I'm about to do a video on basically the different concepts that I put into each chapter. So, the next video in my YouTube series is going to be um, Saturn's ascendant behind the scenes. Okay. So, in that, I'm going to, like I said, discuss all the deeper themes that I had in my book. And yeah, this year is basically just about going virtual, like, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, what am I used to doing? Just sitting up in my room, okay, Brandy style, exercising, working out, smoking hella weed to keep myself sane, and making money. Just doing these readings, like doing what I basically have done in other lives. I've had readings from other readers that told me, I'm so good at this because I did it in other lives. So now I know what I want to do. I want to get myself together and I want to help y'all get together. So thank you for looking at this video. Thank you for showing me love and giving me your time. And basically, we're going to just be doing a lot of healing. We're going to be giving a lot of advice. We're going to be growing and glowing because that's what this year is about. It's 2022. It's a 6 year. It's about communication. It's about counseling. So that's what I'm about to do for y'all. I'm about to counsel y'all. I'm about to counsel myself. And we are going to have a good 2022. So that concludes this video. Stay tuned for Saturn's Ascendant behind the scenes. Add me on Facebook, add me on Instagram. Um, when I get my fitness journey set up, I'm going to drop the link to my OnlyFans because I'm actually going to be moving my psychic subscription services and my psychic readings to OnlyFans. And then I'm also going to be sharing my weight gain journey on there. So we have a lot to look forward to. I'm about to hop on social media and do readings for the fire signs, air signs, earth signs, and water signs. Because they've been waiting for them. I've been slacking on them for the past few days because I've been going through stuff. But yeah, so head over to my social media, see what's going on. If you need a reading, hit me up, and I'll see y'all later.